Range fans, only a few days left before the end of the St. Patty's Day Challenge. And you know what? Wookie was crying this morning. He said, you cannot let me go out with that previous showing. If you remember, I had the L3I magazine, which I think I've adjusted here, but I'm not trying it. What we're here for today is to test out the MKMachining with real RimX magazines. I got a +7 extension and a +3 extension with Lapua Center X in them. I did get 17 in, I did get 13 in. We're gonna fire up a few warm-up shots on the target down range, and then we're gonna get after it. And I'll tell you what I think of the magazine extensions after I see how they perform, because you're seeing the first shots just like I see them hero day at the range. All right, here we go. Let's warm it up a little bit. Oh, Wookie, come on now. Show up like that when it's time to go camera. All right, here we go. MKMachining. This is sponsored by MKMachining. They did send me these magazines as extensions to test. You are going to see the first rounds with them just like I see them. Oh, boy. All right. All right, big fella. Get your heart rate down. And let's get after this thing and show what old Wookie made of. Here we go. Oh, come on, Wookie. Don't show up like that now. That's 5 rounds. Oh, my buddy Richard, he gonna kill me. He see me moving this bag around instead of using the front rest to do the adjustments. I tell you one reason I'm doing that, folks. I was taught by the military to shoot off the old bipod and adjusting with the squeezable rear bag. Sometimes just shooting off the Alice pack in and of itself. So I'm finding my way with these new front rests. By the way, Ransom rest from Ransom International. Beautiful, very functional. Here we go. All right, what are we gonna do? The target next to it. Starting to shoot all over the place now. Come on, Wookie. Going for the small one, teeny tiny. Oh, that's it. Hate dry firing my 22s. Yeah, all 13 rounds from MKMachining. 3-round extension magazine, extended base for the RimX magazine. Easy to install, by the way. Now, the 17 rounder. Whoo boy. I thought I would have more 5s. I think I got all hits, but I definitely thought I would have more 5s than just what I believe is 1 so far. Use a windage on the ransom rest. All right, let's go all the way back over to the other target. Last one, let's show up and show out. Oh boy, I don't know if that's a miss or not. Come on, Wookie. Way to go, baby. There you have it. Wookie, on what is one day before Easter, the old RimX from DPG shows up and shows out with CenterX. You know what? If I would just take my time to lot test this thing, I truly believe it'll do better than what it's doing. And so don't hold DPG accountable for this. I believe it's all me. This is nice and fancy, yes, but I know to be very accurate. Now, MKMachining, the 3-round extension I've gotten here from MKMachining, these are the first shots. So I really can't say what durability is going to look like or be like. And maybe we'll update this maybe in 6 months or so after shooting a few and see how it does. But I will tell you, it feels really good, very grippable, seems to be very durable. And also, for how it's made, I think it has a bit of ingenuity in here where it's got this flip here on the back of the magazine that allows you to keep the magazine tight within the bottom extension. Now, how this thing goes on is exactly that. You push the bottom plate off, take the spring out. Yes, take the spring all the way out. And then you slip this one on, and you slip it on from the front of the magazine to the rear. You push this little latch down, you slip it on, push it all the way down, and then on the bottom, you got this old fancy trap door. That's what I call it anyways. It's got a trap door here on the bottom. You pull that back, hold it back, stick your spring down in there and feed it, and let the trap door slide home. It's almost like on springs, but it's the springs are made out of the same material that the base plate is made out of. And the 17 rounder or the 7-round extension is pretty much made the exact same way from what I have seen so far. If I were buying these, yes, I would buy them again. 2 caveats, folks. You're always going to get the honest truth here. 2 caveats. 1, I'm a little afraid to do the drop test on the concrete. It may either break the trap door or, I don't know, maybe crack the base plate. If you dropped it in the grass or something and you were out running a, NRL 22 match or something, you dropped them in the grass, I don't think it'll hurt it. But on the concrete, I'm a little worried. The second caveat, you see this tab on the extension of the magazine right here? You have to pull that down to get the old RimX loaded. Well, once you get it down so far to around about round 12, you then have to start actually grabbing the cartridges here in the center and kind of pulling it down. With these old fat fingers of mine, that's a little bit difficult and can be a little sore if you're loading them one right after the other, loading 5-10 magazines a day or something like that for a match. That could be pretty strenuous. For what I'm doing, I'm going to use them. And I want to thank MKMachining for sending them out to me. We're going to see how these things turn out. Now, let's go see how Wookie done downrange. Oh yeah, old Wookie. He's got 54 points today. I had to spot or score these two with the plug. This one here, and there was another one I had to plug that I was a little unsure of. Gosh, there was one I was unsure of. I'm trying to find it, folks. It was this one. I was a little bit unsure of. I plugged them, and definitely the points, all 2s and a 5. There you have it. Oh, Wookie. He didn't let me down, but I'm letting it down. I have got to start shooting better. Listen, I got thick skin. Give me some suggestions down below in the comments on improving my shooting. Yes, I know I need to get some wind flags, and also probably need, Richard, I know I need to use that front rest for all of the major movements and probably get away from that bag. But there you have it. I'm excited with a 54 score for Wookie to be on the board. I believe that top score is still 96. All right, we got 1 day left. Let's go, range fans. Let's go. St. Patty's Day Challenge.